I'm Natalie Lao, the Executive Director of the App Inventor Foundation, and it's really great to be here today. I was actually a Google intern almost exactly 1 decade ago, so it's especially amazing to be here with you all on this stage. So this summit is about impact. And to me, the biggest change that's happened with this new wave of AI is that now girls are really empowered to make a change in their lives and in their communities using AI. This isn't just about learning what AI is or how it works. It's about making change. And at MIT and at App Inventor, we call this type of impact computational action. And it can happen even in the most under-resourced communities. So these are the Dharavi girls, and they come from an area of Mumbai that is the largest urban slum in the world. Unfortunately, sexual violence and harassment is a really big issue for girls and women in that community. So they created an app called Women Fight Back. And this app has a ton of different features. Among them, it helps organize group travel. It sends your location to friends and family when you're commuting. And it also has this really cool SMS message system when someone reports issues with harassment to tell you where that's happening and when that's happening. So this app had a profound impact in the Dharavi community, not just in what it set out to do, but also in these girls learning that they themselves can harness the power of AI and technology to transform the world around them and their lives. So Ansuja, who's the tallest and the oldest girl in this photo, she is currently at the University of Mumbai, and she's the first person in her family to go to college. And the way that they made Women Fight Back is using a platform called MIT App Inventor. So the App Inventor project, it's a completely free and open source web platform that allows anyone to make mobile apps. And it's designed for students as young as elementary school up to adults. And the reason we focus on mobile apps is because smartphones are the most accessible device in the world, especially for under-resourced populations. So we work with families in the US and abroad where the entire family has one digital device, and that's always a smartphone. And that becomes their gateway to learning digital skills and gaining these new opportunities for the future. So App Inventor was actually developed here at Google 15 years ago and then moved to MIT. And it's been backed by over a decade of research from both MIT and Google. And last year alone, we had 11.2 million users from all over the world, half of whom came from the developing world. And at App Inventor, our mission isn't just about teaching CS or AI. It's really about computational action. And right now, our focus is on figuring out how we can best support girls and women to use these new technologies for good to solve real-world problems. So I'll give another example. This is Anjali, and when she was 15 years old, she learned about the Flint, Michigan water crisis and how families and children like her were being poisoned. So she wanted to do something to help. And she developed this really affordable and cheap IoT Bluetooth water sensor that hooks up to a smartphone, and it would give you an alert when it sensed lead in the drinking water. And this won her the first ever Time Magazine Kid of the Year award. And so literally today, she is starting her sophomore year at MIT, where I've had the pleasure of meeting her, and she's still innovating to help her community. Her latest project is an app called Kindly, and it seeks to prevent cyberbullying using sentiment analysis and NLP. So these stories are really lovely organic examples, but this isn't just about individual anecdotes. We want to drive scale. And this year, we partnered with MIT Raise to launch the first ever Global AI Hackathon. And our goal was to get as many people as possible, some of whom don't think of themselves as coders or AI engineers, to learn how to make AI apps for good. So we had 337 girls and women from all over the world. Their median age was just 16 years old. And Maura was our community impact winner this year. So she's a 16-year-old girl from Ireland who is visually impaired, and she wanted to do something to help people like her live safer and more independent lives. So she created VipMod. And what this app does is you hold it out in front of you when you're crossing the street or a parking lot, and it'll verbally tell you if there's a car or a bicycle or a pedestrian in the way, or if it's an empty street. And I met her 2 months ago at MIT where she came to visit, and she told me that this isn't just a one and done project for her. So she's continuing to work with Vision Ireland, which is their national sight loss agency, to really test and refine this app. And she also trained the model at the beginning with Teachable Machine, so amazing from Google. And I'll just end by saying we've gained a lot of traction, but there's a lot more work to be done. And we're building a coalition of people and organizations, including Google, UNICEF, UNESCO, and Technovation, who see the value in this approach to AI empowerment for girls. And we invite you to join us and keep building on this momentum. So let's chat after if you're interested. Thank you so much.